right, hang tight for me. Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date of birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
Crime that we got these people in the... Hello.
A man is filming outside a public building when the police approach him. They demand his identification, but he insists on his right to record in public without showing any documents. The conversation escalates as the officers claim it's a security concern. Will his First Amendment rights be upheld, or is this an abuse of power by law enforcement?
Hello.
What's going on?
Not much, just walking around.
Videotaping the police department's not a good idea.
Why? You guys are friendly people.
We are, but why are we doing this?
Why wouldn't we?
Because it's a security issue for us.
Is it?
It is?
I don't think so.
It is.
It's public property.
It is public property, but when you start recording our perimeter and our gates and what our activities are, it's a concern to us.
I've only been here for about 15 minutes.
Right. We had officers that drove by and saw you pulling out of here, walking out of here, and said that you were recording them as they left.
I did.
Yeah, and that's an issue. Why are we doing that?
I don't have to have a reason.
You don't have a reason.
I don't have to have one.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license? I can see.
I don't.
What is your name?
I'm not going to give that to you.
You're not going to give it to me.
No. Why would I give it to you? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you're recording our property. You're recording our building.
Sure.
And it's a security issue for us.
Am I being detained?
You are.
Okay.
Until I can get you identified.
And what's your reasonable,
because I want to make sure that you're not
suspicion?
doing something that's a problem for our law enforcement community.
So in order to detain somebody, you have to have a law that you're investigating, correct? So what law are you? What law do you suspect me of breaking?
Are you looking to create a problem here for us?
No, not at all. I'm being polite and cordial.
I'm being polite and cordial too. So I'm asking
you're
for
being a
your
little
name and date of
difficult.
birth so we can identify you.
I don't need to.
And be on our way.
Why would I need to identify myself?
Because I'm asking you to identify yourself.
What's your name and badge number?
My name is Todd Hines. My badge number is 200.
Okay. Your name and badge
We're
number?
recording you just like you're recording
Good.
us.
Yeah, like 216.
Okay, good.
So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd like to be on my way to go. I mean, you have to have
So are
reasonable...
you refusing to identify yourself?
Well, there's no need to.
3916. Can we get?
Are you a
something
supervisor?
in?
I'm not.
Okay. You just called for a supervisor?
I did.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet.
I don't have any ill will. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm
What's
not
the problem
armed.
with identifying yourself?
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
No, it's my right to not.
Oh, so you're looking to create problems is what you're doing.
No, you're just accusing me of that.
Absolutely, because you're refusing to identify yourself.
That's not against the law.
It's obstructing legal process if we have a reason to ask you.
What's your reason? I've asked you that.
Identify you. I just told you.
No, but I asked you.
You're recording our property.
I have
You're
to identify
recording what we're
myself.
doing.
Correct. And I have
I
to
asked you
identify myself
yourself.
if you have
And you're
a
refusing.
reasonable,
I do.
articulable suspicion. And what is that?
You're looking to create problems is what you're doing.
Is that what I'm doing?
By
just
that's
filming
my
and
opinion.
exercising my First Amendment rights?
That is my opinion, yes.
Okay. Well, the good thing is the law doesn't go off your opinion.
But it does when you're obstructing our requests.
You can't. You can request, right? But it's not a lawful order.
It is a lawful order at this point.
If
And as soon as my sergeant gets up
Sure.
here, he's going to tell you the same thing.
okay.
Okay? But you're not free to leave. You are correct.
I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not like that.
All right. Nope, that's fine. So what's the problem with identifying yourself?
I just
You
don't.
don't have to.
I just don't need to.
Don't need to.
Yeah, I haven't broken any laws, and you just said you.
Nope, nobody said you broke any laws. I just said that your activity is suspicious to us.
Okay,
It's a
and is that a
concern for
misdemeanor or a felony?
Listen, it's a concern for our safety and our welfare.
And I'm not here to do any ill will. I've told you that.
We don't know that.
I've told you that.
You could be, who knows? We
Well,
don't know.
sure, but I mean, anyone going by here. Do you think I would be out in the
they're
open,
not all
just
recording
in the
our
middle of
activities.
daylight?
They're not recording our activities.
It's the
like
middle of
you
the
are.
daylight. I'm not hiding anything. I've literally hidden nothing.
Believe me, people commit crimes in the middle of daylight too.
Fair enough. Well, like you said, you're not
Sergeant
accusing me
Bray.
of anything, which I get, and I appreciate you saying that. But that even more so just says I don't have to identify myself. It's my First Amendment to film public officials doing what they do.
We'll see what the sergeant
Sure.
has to say here when he gets here.
Yeah, but I won't video you. No, you're good. Why do you get the sweet car?
This gentleman's got a First Amendment right, he says, to videotape our activities around the police department and is refusing to identify himself so that we know who we're dealing with.
Okay, you don't want to identify yourself.
What? I don't need to. He said he doesn't suspect me of a crime or anything, and I'm just
asking.
No, but no, sir, I
Just
don't.
asking. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Okay.
Right, have a nice day.
My name's John, by the way. Thanks. Take care, guys.
Cooperation, American.
What's that?
So thank you for cooperation.
Sergeant, what was your name and badge number?
Sergeant Native badge number 239.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
This situation highlights the importance of knowing your rights, especially the right to film in public. When dealing with law enforcement, staying calm and standing firm on your legal rights is crucial. It also raises the question of balancing security concerns with personal freedoms. Understanding the law not only protects individuals but also helps increase public awareness.
So the sergeant's here. He said he'd be over here to talk to you in just a little bit, okay?
What's that?
Our sergeant?
Okay.
He's going to be over here to talk to you in just a little bit. He's here. He's actually...
All right, you got a business card or anything?
A business card?
Yeah.
Not on me. I can get you one out of my car in a little bit.
All right, cool.
You need my name, badge number? What do you need?
Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was going to need, but I can't hear over the highway noise.
Okay, so you need all of our badge numbers, or
Just yours, and I guess if the supervisor needs to speak with me, I'll talk to him.
Oh, he doesn't need to speak to you. I thought you wanted to speak to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
I mean, if you don't need to speak to him, then I'll tell him not to waste his time.
No, he's already here, so I'm not going to waste time. He already showed over here, so I'll talk to him briefly.
Okay.
Okay.
And like I said, he'll be more than happy to give you anybody's name or badge number that's here.
Okay.
And if you need business cards or anything like that, you give us a little bit. We'll be able to get some business cards too if you'd like.
No, just yours. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
I can get you one.
Okay.
All right. Hang tight for me. Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date of birth?
For what?
Well, because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
Crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
But how do I know what they did, though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that. Okay.
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
He said that he won't want to give us his name and date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably going to end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to him?
Because I requested to speak to
What
him.
warrants that?
Because I requested to speak to him, and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here. I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the
speak
scene,
to-
right? But you want to speak to our supervisor.
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Is that what you want
I
to
need
do?
to speak to your supervisor.
What aren't you understanding? You put yourself in this situation right here. You see that? You're on private
what?
property
Private
right now.
or public?
You're on private property right now.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well, this
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did call and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
So
What's his name?
what's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he
Would you like for
trespassing
me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business
Then why do you
card.
have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do.
if
he needs to tell me to leave, I'll leave. Simple as that. He needs to give me a warning before he can trespass me.
Well, now until you identify yourself, now you're forced to not leave.
All right, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Don't worry about it. You'll get it in a minute.
What's up, bud? You guys got the same nameplates?
Yeah, Deputy Chelly, 315.
You like that? You got
Same
the
name,
you got
please.
the same nameplates?
Yeah.
Same person or?
Yeah, we're the same person.
We're all one.
He's the same person as me. There's obviously two of us standing here, but we're the same people.
All right, must be twins or something.
Yep.
That we are.
Could be. So why'd you come over here?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
I don't.
So you just like coming and getting in the middle of crime scenes and filming them? I mean, it probably would have been a good idea to keep walking today. Do you have a car here? Or are you just walking down the road? So funny. I'm just curious why you're getting that fight or flight reaction and the shaking.
It's going. You here to do business?
What's that?
Are you here to do business
I could.
on a property?
I could.
Okay. You want to come in and look at something then?
Yeah, sure. As soon as I'm done here, I can go in and get some information.
Okay. What are you looking for?
What's that?
What are you looking for?
Prices and everything like that.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
How's it going? Can I talk to you for a second?
That's fine.
Do you mind if I go on your property and
Kinda
talk to
busy, but
him,
you-
or
No, he's on his property.
hang out
so
here?
He can hang out if
Oh,
he
no,
wants.
no,
Just like
I was-
you can hang out, he can hang out.
no? I was asking if we can go over there because of the road noise. I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, well, we're leaving here in a minute anyway.
Okay.
So what's up?
All right. So before I leave here, I just had to get his badge number and his or his business card, whatever the case may be.
It's Deputy Camercelli, 315 is my badge number.
Okay. All right. So my only problem is I was just here. Y'all can step over here. I don't want y'all to get hit. So I can get you a business card.
Yeah.
But this is what I do. I film what public officials do on public property. I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories.
That's cool.
But this officer here was telling me that I had to move back over there. I couldn't stand over there. And I was asking him why. He told me that I wasn't allowed to film inside the vehicle here. But
I mean, that's their privacy too. We got to get their consent to go in, so what makes it any different for you?
well, that's to go in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going in. I'm just observing. That's kind of like equivalent to this is his property, but I can't film it because it's
Okay.
on his property.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not against the law.
Okay.
So he needs to get educated on that because
Okay.
that's clearly not the case. Okay?
Okay.
Now, am I currently being detained here or am I free to go?
You're free to go, man.
Well,
I'm
we
here.
need-
I came all the way from Canyon Lake to
we
talk
need
to
to
you.
identify him now.
Okay.
Detain, right?
You need to
Yeah.
identify me?
Yes, sir, I do.
For?
Because you're a witness to a crime and you sat here and recorded the whole crime.
I don't know what crime was committed.
I told you.
You told me, but I
told you
didn't
that.
know. I didn't know
Two individuals
beforehand.
are under arrest for possession of narcotics.
I didn't see
And then
pulling
you said that
card.
you still wouldn't identify yourself until you spoke to our sergeant. Now you spoke to the sergeant, so I need to get your name and date of birth. So
I can give you a
identify-
copy of the vehicle. I can give you a copy of the video.
I don't need a copy of the
I
vehicle.
give you a business
I need your
card.
identifying information so I can list
You
you
just
in the
need your
report
ID and
as a
info.
witness.
Yeah. You're a
I-
witness.
I
But
don't-
right now you're failing to ID as a witness to a crime.
Because
What
if
crime?
hey,
Exact crime.
what's your first name, man? I know what.
Sir?
What's your first name, sir?
I'll give you my first name. It's Philip.
Philip.
Yes,
Philip.
I'll give you that.
Best case scenario, that female and that male says that we did something against the law, and eight cops against one person, right? So you know who I would want? I would want the guy who's not even involved in this to be my witness. That's how it works.
Like I said, this is what I do.
No, that's how it works. So that's what we're trying to explain to you.
So they need me as a
Because
witness.
you're part of any type of information that anybody that comes in. We're gonna have to ID him because he's in our cameras now.
Him?
Yeah, everybody. That's how it works nowadays.
See, and I already got his business card. He already identified himself.
So you gave his name and date of birth and all that
yes,
stuff.
I've got it all right
I
here.
said I can go get a business card too. I said that.
Well, that's fine, but here's the thing. You can't leave until we identify you. He walked up and had it ready. So you can give us your name and date of birth, and then you can walk off all you want. But the thing is we got to identify everybody now that's a witness to this. He came up. He's in the video of our camera, so now he's identified as a witness.
So is it going to be subpoena? He's gonna be sent to court.
He can be. Yeah.
He can be, just like you can be.
Okay.
So it's up to the attorneys if they want to subpoena anybody. But you got to understand that all these cars have cameras on them, and they see you standing here, and they're going to be like, well, who's this guy? Did he have anything to do with the scene? Well, why didn't you identify him? So that's what I'm trying to get at.
Where'd you come from?
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant.
No, it's not.
So you just
How do we know you didn't get out of this vehicle?
Yeah, they're gonna be there.
Go behind and you're with them and you walked over.
Did you
Where's your
just
vehicle?
really ask me that?
Did I seriously just ask you that?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, it actually is a serious question. Why would you randomly walk up to this and then fail to identify
I
yourself?
already told your supervisor what I do. I'm a
It's all right.
journalist.
I really don't care what you do. It doesn't matter. So,
Yeah, question.
No, I'm just waiting on this business card and I'm out of here. That's it.
I gave you my name and badge number.
I asked for a business card. You said
Well,
you were
I
gonna go
told you
get
I don't
it.
have
You
one.
don't have it. We all don't have any, man.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
My name is Cameron Shelley. My badge number is 315.
Okay, thank you.
For
All right, now, like I said, I already told you, I'm a journalist. I gather content
Hey,
for stories.
That's
That's
fine.
it.
We had no problem with that, man. We just don't like the space. I don't know, everybody, I mean, CNN could come down here and plop it. We wouldn't tell them to leave. I mean, there's no difference just because you have a smaller camera. I don't care.
Right.
Just be careful where you go. Okay. That's
Right.
that's all we're trying to get at.
That's fine.
I have no problem you videotaping. There's no issue. We don't do anything wrong.
And
Okay.
that's what I told you earlier. I didn't have a
Now,
problem with you videotaping.
now, Sarge, am I free to go or am I being detained?
until you give your name to that firm.
Hey, P.
Are you gonna give him your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both had the same job.
He's a
We'll
higher
identify
rank than
one
you.
way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's who I speak. This is who I have to speak with. He's here, so that's
great.
who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure you're really versed in the law good enough in the fact that you're failing to ID.
On request
You
by
will
any
ID
police
or you
officer.
will not leave here.
I'm talking to your.
unless you're
I'm talking
back
to your
in the car.
supervisor right now.
What'd you say your first name was again, son?
What?
You said, what'd you say your first name was again? You told him. I just forgot it. Because I would like to address you by first name.
You can address me by sir,
Okay.
Mister, whatever the case may
So
be.
earlier when I spoke to you and I asked you to move back and you refused, did I not tell you that it was okay to film us? And I encouraged you to keep filming us.
I didn't say you didn't.
Okay,
Nobody
so
has a problem with
I-
you filming.
Obviously, y'all guys are like right up in my
face
face right now.
because you
I'm
injected
not up in your
yourself into
face.
this
If I
crime
were
scene.
up in your face, then you would
Right.
know.
You need anything from them? You good?
I'm good.
Do you want to make the move? Okay. Can you try and identify him for us?
Yeah. All right. Let's go here. I don't like. There's no reason to argue, man. You're not doing anything wrong, and but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be a part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. Now, if something were to happen to where we get into a shooting or something or a fight and somebody gets hurt, then you know what? I'm taking your camera because that's so you got to be careful with that in the future. Okay, when you're doing this,
But on that one, I'll tell you,
No,
there was a shooting on 6th Street that happened not too long ago, and I helped aided them catching the shooter.
And I have no problem with that. No. But that's what it's called
I
evidence.
understand.
It's not that I want your camera because I want you to stop doing this. It's just that, man, you would be surprised how many angles we need nowadays.
I understand that.
You know. So and that's the point that they're trying to get at. Now that you're involved in here and you got to see from the beginning to the end because these guys are up to no good.
Technically, I didn't come up here at the very beginning. I came here when they were sat on the curb right there, and they were being handcuffed. I didn't see anything come out the car. All I know is I saw a dog go around the car, and that was it. The next thing I know, I see them put things in brown bags, and that's it. I don't know what happened until that officer came over and told me they're being arrested for narcotics. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, you can't, as a witness, you can't feed me that type of information. So then I wouldn't be a credible witness.
You're not, so you didn't see anything.
I did.
I'm asking you about it. If you saw anything.
No, I didn't. All I said was I saw they put stuff in brown bags though, but I didn't see any narcotics. See what I'm saying? He told me there was narcotics in there.
Are you local?
My local? No, I'm from out of town.
From out of town?
I'll give you that much. I'll give you my first name, which is Philip, and I'm from out of town.
If you give me a phone number, your first name and your phone number, and if I ever need it, my supervisor just told me you need to find Philip because we believe that. Now, that's just the wall here, you know. So, but that's something. So if you're telling me you didn't see anything, then I can't grab a statement from you. But that's where the guys are trying to get to.
I
is-
understand that.
But that's why you gotta be careful what you get involved in. You know what I mean?
I'm totally
There's
fine with
nothing
that.
wrong with what you're doing. You just gotta be careful, of course, the property lines, and then our where what we consider a safe zone, because we don't know. We got one guy with two people, and we don't know who we're dealing with. And then we there's no reason we should be looking behind us to see who's up to what. We don't know.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's
don't
why I
know, man.
sat there and I told when he came over, I said I'm not gonna move from here, and that's it. I mean, you guys got like it was like 5 sheriff's officers up here, so I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't yelling at anyone. Sat there silently filming, did nothing. But I mean, I already got his information. I told you that I would get you a business card.
Yeah, we
My
don't.
car's back that way, so I just need to go down there and go back to my car and get your business card, and I'm out of there. And if you need the video,
I might have a business card. I might have to dig one out.
okay.
I don't think I need your video, man. I'll be honest with you. I got plenty of video rolling, but I'm just telling you, worst case scenario, if something were major, yeah, we would need as much as we could.
Okay.
I mean, so just be careful with when you get into whatever you're doing. I know this is not the first time; it's gonna be the last time.
I don't know. I deal with this type of interaction all the time. This is not the type of interaction I would like to
You're
get
not being
myself
detained.
involved.
You're the only reason these guys.
I know that they want to get my information, but I'm telling you I didn't see anything. And I'm not going to lie and say I saw something that I didn't see. That's just point blank and period. I told you what I saw. I saw them put a case in a brown bag and some clothes in a brown bag. That's it. I didn't see any
That's fine.
narcotics.
So you said, Seth Philip.
First name is Philip.
Man, it's been one of those days, man. So yeah, what's a good contact info for you?
I got a business card in the car, and I can give you that. Is that your SUV up there with
I'm
them?
in the way back. Where you at?
You see that car down there on the side of the road? That's where I'm at. Yeah, man, this is what I do, man. This is what I do.
All right.
I'll get your business card. They're right there in the
Yeah,
front
just
seat.
wait a few minutes. Just make sure you don't get run over or anything, man. And I'll stop by. And,
Okay.
And you can just walk across when I pull off this side of the road.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right, man. Be careful.
This situation highlights the importance of knowing your rights, especially the right to refuse identification unless suspected of a crime. When dealing with law enforcement, staying calm and informed can help protect yourself. It also raises concerns about how officers exercise their authority and the need for public oversight to ensure transparency.